Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request in to designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decision for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this residential application, I believe, that is currently under construction, and so they're asking where I would place the heaters and which models I would choose for a flush mount system for Infratech electric heaters. So let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that we have that we're working with. So here we have this space in the outdoor patio at 16 feet by 21 feet, and we have a ceiling height of 11 feet off the finished floor. And then over here we have this at 27 feet, 19 feet wide. This is 19 feet at this edge over here, and then a total of 23 feet, and again 11 feet off the finished floor. And over here we have a dimension. I don't have it on here, so let's go ahead and just tap it on there, and you can see how I have this to scale. But essentially we have 26 feet here, and then 12 feet, and it should be 11 feet to the top edge over here, which I have it at essentially 10 feet and 11 and 1/4 inch. I put some finish ceiling up here, but in any case, that's the different dimensions that we're working with. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that off for a second and look at the different options. So we're going to start over here, and essentially this space here, we could do one of two things depending on how you want to heat this area, how it's going to be occupied, and also that you can see that we have these ceiling joists here that are I'm not quite sure what they're called, but they're 2x2s up here, or 2x4s here, 2x4s over here, and then I just have this a 1-inch. I guess it's called ABS or something of that nature. But in any case, the gaps that I have here is going to be something that's going to be important. I don't know what the true gaps are. The construction's already in place, so what I have here is 14 inches center to center, but the distance between the two I have at 1 foot and 1/4 of an inch. So that is going to be a slight issue. So you may either have to modify this, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but or you'll have to surface mount them, meaning that you'll have to hang the heaters down in the same roughly location. So what would I do over here? There's two different options. You could put possibly two of the 6,000 watt units over here, and as far as the location, let me just take this off here real quick, and all right, so sorry for that. As far as the location from center to center on these units, I have them at 8 foot center to center, and I based it off of placing them off of, kind of what I have as the distance here. Center to center is always best if you can go with the center of the actual structure itself, but of course the ceiling joists are going to dictate where you can really physically place them. But if you look closely here, you can see that the drywall that surrounds the boxed in portion of the flush mount kit is actually penetrating into part of this ceiling joist here. So we can go in here and you can see that it's actually in that joist, and so something is going to have to be modified. Number one, you'd probably have to move the unit slightly over so that it's more centrally located between those, and then notch, possibly, if you can. I don't know, I'm not a designer, I'm not an engineer, but if you can notch these out slightly, I'll talk about that again in a minute, then that would be something that might work for you. So also, moving this one over based on what that information truly is. Now we're at 8 foot 7/16 center to center, but and that would work out fine, I should say. So that's basically what I want you to see. But in any case, the footprint of heat is only hitting a portion of this patio here. So Not sure, like I said, I think this is an open section to the outdoors here. This is open, this is open, and I think there's doorways that come in here. And also, you know, if there are doorways that swing out, then you want to make sure that you're meeting the 18 inches of clearance on the edge of the heater itself all the way to the right, and then 36 inches down, and that's true 18 inches on all four sides of the heater itself. So that would be one idea. A second idea for this particular space would be utilizing possibly 4 of the 5,000 watt units, and you can see that we are getting a little bit better of a footprint, although we are missing slightly here in the middle. So if it's possible to move, and again, I don't have the true dimension of this, these little spacers, I guess you would call them, but it would be nicer to be able to, you know, maybe move both these units over to the right slightly. So let's just go ahead with maybe, you know, we'll do 6 inches here at first, and then this batch over here we'll do 6 more inches on this side and see how that actually works as far as the crossover ray, which looks pretty good. I'd probably want to go with 8 inches, but let's go ahead and look at the center to center positions of these units, and you can see here we're at roughly, let's see, we're at almost 10 foot center to center. I would probably prefer something more like 9.5 feet, 9 feet center to center, but here you can see that we have a very good coverage throughout this whole entire span. All right, so that would be this section over here. If we look over here at this section over here, you know, again, looking at those overall dimensions, you know, we're at 27 feet, so I am kind of focused. I think this might be a fireplace. I am not sure, but I'm kind of focused on this being the, you know, seating area over here mainly. But you can see that we're not heating the entire space here. So if we wanted to heat the entire space, you would have to add an additional 2 more units to this location. So let's go ahead and just plop that into this area here, and now you can see how we're covering the whole entire space. Now these are 6,000 watt units, 240 volts, and then they are flush mounted. Again, looking at the ceiling joists, I believe I have these notched out. Let's see if these are them. Nope. And let's go over here and check this out. So yeah, so what I did here is I just notched out the material here slightly. Let's see here. There we go. I notched out slightly here so it would fit the entire flush mount kit itself. Let's go ahead and put that back on here, and let me turn off the ray for a second, and I will lower this one here just so you can see it a little bit better. But essentially what you're looking for is a distance, I believe it's 13 inches from edge to edge, and let's go ahead and see if they have those distances on here. Nope. Let me go ahead and just place that on here. So from this point here to this point here, we're looking at 5 feet 6 1/2 inch, and then I believe this should be 13 inches from here to here. So yeah, we're at 13 inches. So that's the distance that you need in order to place this flush mount kit in there. And in the flush mount kit, you have the 1 hour rated firewall or drywall. I think it's 5/8 drywall. And then you have the flush mount frame that the heater physically fits into. So here's the heater here, and it's inside of the flush mount frame itself. So those are all the components that you need to place into this opening for your flush mount kit itself. So let's go ahead and plop that back on there, and again look at the footprint of heat again, utilizing 6 units, or we could just utilize the 2 units. Over here I'm assuming that these are doors that swing out. I would imagine glass doors. Not quite sure of that, or I should say swing left to right. But if they swing out again, you want to make sure that you meet that clearance to combustibles, and a door of this size would probably swing out quite a distance, so you don't want the heat to actually penetrate the glass, if that's what this is, because the glass will expand and contract differently than the ambient temperature outside. So let's just say this over here is 50 degrees with the ambient temperature, and then you have a ray that's penetrating right around here somewhere. Well, this is going to get super hot, and the glass is going to expand and contract unevenly, and there's a potential for it to crack. So you want to make sure, if these are doors that swing out into the patio, that you are meeting those clearances. And the only way you can do that on this particular application is to push all 3 of these units out to the left side here. So all right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. And this one here, again, we're talking about the overall dimensions, 26 feet. I have 3 of the 6,000 watt units here. And basically, we'll go ahead and just pop this top off here so we can look at it very quickly and look at what I did as far as the framing. You know, you can see here, this framing looked a little bit different in the images I got. But yes, you still need that 13 inches this way here. But let's go ahead and look at the distance I have from center to center on each unit. And that'll be that 8 foot 6 inches. And that'll be 8 foot 6 inches on this unit here as well. Let's see if I can get that in here right. Go from there to here. And again, 8 foot 6 inches. And so that coverage here, you know, going front to back and left to right, is very good overall coverage here. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, you know, how the finish might be on the ceiling. So over here, I have a stucco finish, and the flush mount kit is behind that stucco finish attached to the ceiling joists. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you have at least a minimum of 1/2 inch from the openings of these vent holes around the entire unit, 1/2 inch to any type of finish here, so that there's proper ventilation around it. And then you know, here you can see everything is basically at the same elevation as the flush mount kit. And then over here, I changed it to possibly wooden finished ceiling, tongue and groove, something of that nature, anything that's combustible. But what you'll see here is that I lowered the unit here at the same elevation as the finish of the ceiling here, so that you are still meeting those 18 inches of clearance from all 4 sides around the heater itself. So if it's a combustible ceiling, you want to do this. If it's non-combustible, then this is acceptable. So, and I think that's about it. These are 6,000 watt units, if I had not mentioned that, but everything looks good. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, please send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetize. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.